Hello and welcome to the news desk at 3 on Nta News24. We're live in Abuja. I am Dennis Adegunloye. Nigeria and India are solidifying bilateral relations. This follows the visit of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Abuja. In a meeting with President Bola Tinubu at the State House, the president highlighted major gains the two nations have recorded in the course of their dealings.
We can rekindle and reclassify our relationship with India. The conference organized by our two countries, the frequency of high-level engagements has to improve. Indian citizens in Nigeria and investors are doing great, service to your reputation and to democratic value and economic opportunity in our region.
We will also continue to highlight at a global level the priorities of the Global South. And thanks to our joint efforts, we will achieve success as well in this.
The two leaders had earlier met on the sidelines of the G20 summit in India in September 2023. The president also conferred on the visiting Indian Prime Minister, the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger. The Independent National Electoral Commission has, in the last few moments, declared the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, as winner of the Ondo State governorship election. We'll bring you, of course, more details of that as we get our report in. Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, is emphasizing the Renewed Hope Initiative's drive to complement federal government's policies and herald a better life for Nigerians. This was at the inauguration of the Customs Wives Association Skills Acquisition Center in Abuja. Kunle Adeyeye reports.
The Skills Acquisition Center is primarily designed to gainfully engage wives of customs officers, but individuals are equally factored in. The First Lady's message highlights the successes of the Renewed Hope Initiative with special reference to agriculture and strategic partnership with various agencies and institutions, which also aligns with the vision of Customs Wives Association.
By equipping our young people with practical skills, we empower them to become job creators, not just job seekers. The COA Skills Acquisition Center is also in alignment with the Renewed Hope Initiative of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, to lift millions of Nigerians out of poverty by focusing on economic empowerment, education, healthcare, and social welfare.
For the president of the association, it has been the stories of empowerment, charity works, and immeasurable commitments in the last 12 months.
Skills acquisition is no longer a luxury, but a necessity. As we celebrate this milestone achievement, we urge members to embrace the spirit of curiosity and lifelong learning. Be inquisitive, ask questions, and seek knowledge.
The existing skill acquisition projects, which Nigeria Customs Service was embarking before in semi-border, would have to be given a serious priority. We complete this project and hand it over to COA.
Customs Wives Association is crisscrossing the country to support officers and men of the service through empowerment of members. Kunle Adeyeye, NTA News.
In line with global best practices in revenue and tax administration, the Nasarawa state government is raising the bar by automating its revenue collection process with the launch of an automated USSD code for payment of taxes in the state. Aliu Tijani reports that Governor Abdullahi Sule expressed confidence in the system's capacity to block leakages.
State Internal Revenue Service came up with the initiative to sustain its drive of ensuring the state meets to its revenue target. Governor Abdullahi Sule said the introduction of the automated USSD code will ensure the remittance of the revenue to the appropriate channel. The governor adds that with initiative in place like this, there is need for proper utilization of the USSD code to ensure people of the informal sector pay their tax with ease.
You coming up with a new code, definitely we are going to use the opportunity, to plug the holes. And I'm urging everyone through the chairman to the various sources to ensure that we utilize the code. Nobody should go outside the code. We must make sure that we utilize the code so that it will be for the benefit of every one of us.
Chairman of the National State Internal Revenue Service, Ahmed Mohamed Yakubu, explained that launch of the USSD code is part of the core mandate of the State Revenue Service to enhance the revenue profile of the state.
And it may interest you to know, the Excellency, in 1 week, we were able to generate what we generate in a month for all the markets in Nasarawa State with this code. This code now eliminates the use of manual receipts.
The chairman explained that proper enlightenment has been carried out to educate people on the effectiveness of the initiative. In Lafia, Aliu Tijani, Nta News.
The concept of Nigeria's circular economy, which hinges on a sustainable development strategy, aims to minimize waste and maximize resources. Charles Alpha reports that on the sidelines of COP29, the focus is on Nigeria's greening initiative and the circular economy, with Niger State among those exploring opportunities to transit.
Niger, like other states in Nigeria, is endowed with a diverse range of natural resources that form the foundation for its economic potential and development. Its abundant agricultural lands, spanning about 76,000 square kilometers, with mineral deposits, renewable energy sources, and valuable water bodies, set it on a path of sustainable future. Its drive to harness green assets is the reason for this side event at the Nigerian Pavilion, where it is wooing investors.
We are truly ready to go, and like agri is our mainstay in Niger State and Nigeria at large, and we are leveraging on that to make sure we truly drive the benefits of the green.
As far as anything green is concerned, be it afforestation, reforestation, be it waste management, be it solar, renewable energies, we want to be there.
For the Minister of Environment, Niger has abundant natural resources and great economic potential, but it faces many significant environmental, economic, and social challenges that must be addressed to move to a circular economy as a viable solution.
What I think is the environmental problem in Niger would not be the same as in Bayelsa. The more we green, the more we plant trees, the more we green the environment, the more we try to fence ourselves from the encroachment of the desert.
The Niger State Green Economy pillars stand on environmental conservation and management of carbon sink assets, renewable energy, and private sector-led job creation. In Baku, Azerbaijan, Charles Alpha, Nta News.
Former Director General of the Voice of Nigeria, Osita Okechukwu, has commended the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, Dangote and NNPCL for collaborating and called for fuel pump price reduction to ease the burden on Nigerians. He emphasizes that his quest is not a call for the reversal of fuel subsidy removal, but wants Nigerians to benefit from the Naira template transaction. He appeals to President Bola Tinubu to ensure these actors do the right thing to reduce fuel pump price and crash food prices. Okechukwu also expressed relief that the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Mele Kyari, has said there is no sabotage of local refineries by the company. Though belatedly, it is a new vista that NNPCL is committed to resolving Nigeria's energy dilemma, security sustainable growth and energy affordability. The Chartered Institute of Statisticians of Nigeria, CISN, has held its first annual conference with the theme Mainstreaming Innovative Statistical Approaches to Understanding and Solving Nigeria's Economic Challenges. This is with a view to proffering solutions that will inform policy formulations of government. It also aims to proffer ways of understanding statistical approaches to solving sectoral challenges, managing security issues such as crime rates, and gathering data in many critical areas such as education and healthcare.
The establishment of the Institute marks a watershed in our quest to professionalize the practice of statistics since 2001. The Institute is poised to play its fundamental role in shaping the future of data and analytics in Nigeria, ensure statistical integrity, and setting standards across multiple sectors.
At the CBN, we see the birth of CISN as the breeding of a fresh idea to drive what is driving the economy today. This gathering today is particularly pleasant, given the fact that it is the first since the transition of our NSC as an association to a chartered institute.
The fact that you have this institute, the first on the list is how do I collaborate with stakeholders? And your stakeholders are the people in the university, the people in the public sector, the private sector, so many international organizations.
The Chartered Institute of Statisticians of Nigeria expresses gratitude to the National Assembly for passing the bill establishing the institute, as well as to President Bola Tinubu for his assent. This is the news desk at 3 on Nta News24. More reports in a moment. Stay with us.
This is Nta News24.
You're welcome back. In furtherance of the intense air interdiction campaign in northwest Nigeria, nicknamed Operation Farauta Mujia, the air components of Operation Fansanyama conducted strategic airstrikes targeting major bandit enclaves located within Dunya Hill and Batauna Forest in Giwa, Kaduna State. These areas have long served as safe havens for bandit groups due to their dense vegetation and the natural protection provided by an array of caves. A statement by the Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Ulushola Akimboyewa, indicates that the objective of the airstrikes was to dismantle the entrenched criminal networks and degrade their capacity to operate effectively. The airstrikes were preceded by intensive intelligence gathering that meticulously identified high-value targets, including key logistics hubs and hidden armories used by the bandits. The aerial assault resulted in the killing of many combatants, as well as the obliteration of significant stockpiles of weapons and resources critical to the bandits' operations. In a side of the operation's success, multiple reports have emerged detailing the escape and liberation of several kidnapped victims who have regained freedom amidst the chaos inflicted upon their captors. The NAF continues to execute these precision airstrikes to incapacitate the criminal groups terrorizing the northwest region and provide decisive advantages for surface forces. This sustained effort not only demonstrates the armed forces' commitment to restoring peace and security, but also provides renewed hope to the communities that have long suffered under the threat of banditry. All right, let's now bring you the reports on INEC's declaration of incumbents. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa winning the Ondo State governorship election.
Olayemi Durotimi Akinwumi hereby certify that I am the returning officer for the 2024 Ondo State governorship election held on the 16th day of November 2024. The election was contested. Aiyedatiwa Lucky Orimi son of APC, having satisfied the requirement of the law, is hereby declared the winner and is returned elected. Signed by Professor Olayemi Durotimi Akinwumi, the returning officer for this election. Thank you and God bless Nigeria.
INEC's declaration of Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa winning a second term. Let's go back to some security matters. 58 kidnapped victims have regained their freedom due to the joint efforts of security forces. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa reports that the victims were held captive by a notorious terrorist Jan Bros in the Birnin-Gwari area of Kaduna State.
It has been a traumatizing moment for these victims, abducted from their villages in Katsina State. The victims are 35 men, 23 women and a 2-year-old boy, Ahmed Jibrin, who endured unimaginable suffering. Now they are received at the office of the National Security Advisor in Abuja.
The worst moment of my life. I wouldn't wish such a condition on my worst enemy. I never thought I would regain my freedom. Thank God for the security forces.
The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, highlights the success of security forces intervention.
What we are seeing out of this number is the success of the collaboration right from the top, from the presidency to the Office of the National Security Advisor, the Ministry of Defense to Defense, all agencies working together, including Kaduna State. The governor has been very, very supportive and very helpful. And it is this collaborative effort that has made it possible for us to be able to rescue these individuals. I know the question is, how were they rescued? It's a joint effort. We're able to do that through non-kinetic means of getting across. No penny was paid for these individuals.
The National Security Advisor, Nuhu Rubado, officially handed over the rescued victims to the Chief of Staff to the Kaduna State Governor, Sani Kela, for further care and rehabilitation.
I just want to thank the President, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the National Security Advisor, all the security agencies, and the Governor of Kaduna State. He actually deserves accolade. He did a lot. The religious leaders, the traditional institutions, because security is everybody's business.
Beyond this significant rescue, security forces are reportedly increasing operations against bandits and terror warlords across their strongholds. In Abuja, Ismail Musa, Nta News.
Meanwhile, 2 women who have been in the captivity of Boko Haram insurgents for years have finally escaped from the hideouts of their terrorists. Deputy Theatre Commander, Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hadinkai, Major General Kenneth Chigbu handed over the escapees to the Borno State government in Maiduguri. Abubakar Musa reports.
Miss Alice Lokshagata, a 42-year-old nurse working with UNICEF, was abducted by Boko Haram insurgents in Ran, Kalabalgi local government area of Borno State on 1st March 2018, while Miss Faina Ali Akilaus was kidnapped by Islamic State West Africa Province terrorists on 19th October 2020, while on her way to Kaduna to process the death benefit of her elder brother, late Samuel Andrew of the Nigerian Army. Deputy Theatre Commander, Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hadinkai, Major General Kenneth Chigbu, described the development as a significant breakthrough in the ongoing offensive against Boko Haram insurgents and reaffirmed determination to bring the fight to an end soon.
We'll be handing them over to the Borno State government, who are best suited to take charge of them.
Receiving the women on behalf of Borno State government, Commissioner of Women Affairs and Social Development, Zuwaira Gambo, explained that the women will be given psychosocial support in addition to other dignified treatments before reuniting them with their families.
When you are celebrating victory, you are celebrating the military for what they have been doing in Borno State and indeed Northeast.
The escape of these women from the captivity of Boko Haram insurgents is a clear testament that the terrorist group will soon be degraded towards restoring normalcy to troubled communities in Borno and beyond. In Maiduguri, Abubakar Musa, Nta News.
In other news, Polaris Bank is engaging students across the country on the need to embrace opportunities that education offers, as it provides incentives as part of its corporate social responsibility to reduce out-of-school children and increase access to quality education. Tokwe Alabi reports that this was at the presentation of school essentials to some students in Abuja.
Corporate social responsibility, CSR, is a type of self-regulation that organizations across various industries undertake to hold themselves accountable for their corporate actions and make a positive impact on the society. Polaris Bank Management in this regard is developing an innovative but sustainable growth strategy that prioritizes the needs and aspirations of its customers. And the bank, as part of its CSR, presented school essentials including sandals, bags, school uniforms, books and other writing materials to 100 students of junior secondary school in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The bank's managing director, Kayode Lawal, in a message says the intervention is in line with the bank's ongoing sustainability efforts aimed at reducing Nigeria's current out-of-school children population and increase access to quality education, especially for the girl child.
We've been doing this over the years, for several years now, and we don't intend to stop. The children, they were super happy to get those items we gave to them, and it's encouraging really, and it shows that we could do more, and we do intend to do more.
Since the commencement of the CSR intervention in 2020, the bank has been working with other stakeholders to reach 15,000 students in over 35 schools across Imo, Kano, Lagos, Abuja, Kogi, Rivers, Edo, Delta, and Akwa Ibom states.
When a child's educational needs are met halfway, it acts as a source of motivation for the child.
I want to say a big fat thank you to Polaris Bank and Yvonne Charity for the opportunity they gave us. Many other schools don't have this opportunity, but they chose my school.
The project, which contributes to Sustainable Development Goal SDG 4 of the United Nations, hopes to reach 50,000 young girls in 8 years. This year, 1,000 students across designated 10 public secondary schools would be reached in 5 states. In Abuja, Tokwe Alabi, NTA News.
And that concludes the news desk at 3 on NTA News 24. Thanks for watching. I am Dennis Adigudloye.